Hello everyone, Keep the Change here, and I've got a different sort of video for you today. This is my sorting system. As you can see, it's rather compact. And let me just show you. It doesn't have to be any specific order, you just put your items in, and then you'll hear a lot of clicking because of the dropper elevator that I made, which makes quite a lot of clicking sounds, but that doesn't bother me too much. And also, it does cause quite a lot of lag, but I think that's just because of the snapshot right now. There's some performance issues in the snapshot, so it's causing some lag. Anyway, as you can see, items are getting dispensed out here. Might not be able to see actually, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the redstone getting dispensed out there, and if we check the redstone chest we can see redstone going in. But yeah, so while this is finishing dispensing all the items, I guess I'll tell you how it works. So okay, these are the filter hoppers. As you can see, they're not really pointing to anything, so unless these hoppers take from them, then they won't really do anything. Nothing will go anywhere. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, these are the filter hoppers. Now, what I've done here, I've put 4 snowballs in there, which you could use eggs or signs, anything that stacks up to 16. Because it outputs a different signal strength through the comparator. So you can use 4 snowballs, and then you only have to use 6 of your filter materials, so I'm using 6 cobblestone. If you used 5 snowballs, you could have it so you only use 6 of your filter materials, but only use 2 of your filter material. But I've found that is quite unreliable, and it can break the filters. Anyway, so what you can see here is this redstone dust is powered because this comparator is, as you can see, there's emeralds going in there, and so the comparator is sending more power. Actually, it's not anymore because that one's finished sorting. But anyway, so yeah, as the items fall in here, it sends a signal strength of 2 as opposed to a signal strength of 1 is what it normally sends, which the signal strength of 2 will activate that repeater, and it will depower, because there's a torch there, you can see torches along there. It will depower the hopper below this one. I'm sorry, it's a bit hard to see. It will depower these hoppers, and what that means is that the items can transfer down to the next hopper. So let's see how we did. Right, let me just warn you: the first sorter can be a bit dodgy. Okay, we heard it stop clicking, so we know it's almost done. The first filter can be a bit dodgy, because when the items get dispensed out of this top dropper, they can just fly right over it. But if that does happen, I've got an overflow chest which doesn't have a filter, so anything that doesn't get filtered will just come into here. You can see we've got 1 piece of redstone. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah. So yeah, we can see here that everything else has sorted perfectly. Yep. And so this is a kind of derpy dropper elevator. You've just got droppers feeding up towards each other, and from this dropper you've got a comparator, block, repeater, block, comparator. And what that does is it just, as long as there's something in this dropper, it will constantly pulse this comparator. It makes a sort of clock, and so that's updating the droppers here, and since they're powered, an update will cause them to fire. So it will fire up into the next dropper, and so on, until it comes out of here. Now what I've got here is, under this half slab, you might have just saw it there, I've got ice. And what that does is, if it wasn't ice, if it was just a normal block, then the item could get stuck under that half slab. And the reason I've got the half slab there is because when an item shoots out of this dropper, the half slab will keep it downwards, so it won't just shoot out upwards and like jump over the soul sand here, because it needs to be on the soul sand for the filters to actually work, and I'll get to that in a minute. But what the ice does is items slide on ice, so the items won't get stuck underneath that half slab there. They will, if they get fired out, they will slide into the water stream. And this soul sand is, well, it has two functions really. One, it slows the items down, which gives the filters more time to react, although I don't think that's necessary. But the main purpose for this is that, as you may know, soul sand is slightly lower than a block, and an item can fall into a hopper through soul sand. So that's how that works. And then at the end, you just get anything that's unsorted comes down here. Now, I'm not going to do a tutorial for this in this video, but once 1.5 does come out, if this still works, I will do a tutorial of it then, because I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think it's really nice. But yeah, I guess that's about it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.